if you would, we're here today to obviously have some fun, good times in remembrance of Mary Denise Lands. I became involved in this case in September of 2004, helping the parents. We've had our ups and downs with the police department and other people over the years, but today everyone's on track with the people who were involved in her disappearance. We hope that the new prosecutor is going to charge that individual and maybe put pressure on that person to bring Mary home. Gary Fields met the Marshalls a couple of months ago and said, I want to do something for your daughter. And he had the idea of this. He moved here, he got a hold of me, and here we are today. I'd like every couple of months I go to the computer and we look at the progress we've made in public awareness for Mary Denise Lands. Yesterday was a beautiful day because it was Anita's, I think, 84th birthday?
Might step this way
But it also was a tragic day because it marked 5 years and 11 months since Mary Denise Lands allegedly walked away from the Walden Pond apartment. Next month we're going to get together for the 6th time, the 6th anniversary, at the pavilion in Marshall to send off balloons. Each year we hope that this is the last time we have to do it. But there has been some optimism over the last couple of years with the new police chief, Jim Schwartz in Marshall, dedicated homicide cop from Florida who now runs Marshall. He's a top cop. He's going to get the job done working with a team of detectives from the state police, his own Scott McDonald. All these people know what happened. We're just looking for that one more piece of the puzzle. Someone knows something out there. Maybe they don't even think they know it. But we have to keep Mary's name out there and alive. And as difficult as these things are for the family, we have to get them done. I went on Google a little while ago to see. We started this 3 years ago, actively in the media. And if you Google 3 words, Mary Denise Lands, simple words, because when you used to Google it, it would look like Maryland, Maryland and Maryland together. Today, there's nearly 4 million hits with Mary Denise Lands. People throughout the world look at this site, they think about the case, they wonder where they might be, they wonder if they know any of the players. Someone knows something. The Attorney General has offered his assistance to the family and to the Marshall Police Department and to our new prosecutor. We're going to bring her home this year. I've said it every year to be optimistic, and I always believed it. But for some reason, I think this new prosecutor, Susan Mladenoff, is going to get the job done. Somebody's going to be charged, and Mary is going to be brought home. If you will, enjoy your evening, but tomorrow or in the next couple of days, please go to the computer and put in Mary Denise Lands. There's a particular YouTube video. It's called Mary Don't You Weep. And I actually got permission from Bruce Springsteen to use the soundtrack in the video. And it's a 6-minute video with similar pictures. The one picture that you saw with Mary on the hat looking up was at a lighthouse. She just loved lighthouses. Look at that video and then talk about Mary. Someone knows something, and we just want that one call, anonymous or otherwise, to be made to the Marshall Police Department. We've had our differences in the past, but they're the only people that are going to be able to put the cuffs on the person responsible for the disappearance and murder of Mary. So please help us continue to talk about the case and have a great night. And we all appreciate Gary Fields for what he's done to bring this together. Thank you very much.
I put somebody else in and I'm 8 years older than her, so I didn't put and speaking of that, I want to kind of test your humor today. This won't be as bad as it's going to sound when I first tell you this, but you know how as I'm looking around, the women really don't believe us guys, and they really don't believe that we always tell the truth. Can you imagine that? Or that we exaggerate the truth, or whatever the case may be. Well, I'm going to prove to you that that's not all necessarily so. This guy was at his job, and after work, he went out with all the friends and had a few drinks. And he had a few drinks afterward, and everybody kept leaving little by little, left him there with the young secretary. Well, they kept on having a few drinks. She said, man, I got to get home. I've got no way home. He said, no, I'll take you home. So he takes her home. And she said, hey, you want to come in for one more drink? He said, I probably should. Well, come on in for one. All right. So he goes in the house, have one. And he has his way with her. Kind of formed a human pretzel, if you will. And one thing led to another, and he falls asleep. Wakes up, the sun's coming up, he goes, oh my God, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. What do you want me to do? Well, how can I help? Quick, take my shoes while I get dressed, run them out in the front yard and rub them all through the grass. Run them all over through the grass, get dirt all over them, grass all over them, real quick. She said, all right. She does that. He gets all dressed, take care of him, put his shoes on. Goes, gets in the car, drives home, he drives, gets out of the car, walks up the walk. She's standing in the door. Where the heck have you been? Well, honey, he says, I'm not going to lie to you. He said, I went out with everybody last night, had a few drinks, had to take one of our office girls home. She invited me in for a drink. One thing led to another, and I had my way with her. She looks down, sees the shoes. She said, you lying sack of shit, you went golfing.
Shoot them, right? I was like, we should use that for hookers. And I'm glad you like that one, sir. I've been trying to make you laugh.
I like that hooker joke, so.